Okay, so hopefully you've read through this page so you kind of understand a little bit about what an Astro Pi is. It's really a Raspberry Pi computer with a Sense hat. And the Sense hat has a whole bunch of different inputs, joystick and an LED to display output, and then sensors for temperature, humidity, pressure, and orientation. There's even some other sensors on it too, but we won't get into that in this exercise. So let's continue on to the next page, display a message. So here you're actually going to go in. You can see a lot of the stuff in these little green boxes is stuff that you actually have to do. And you can check it off as you go to mark that things are done. So you need to open the Sense Hat emulator. If you click this link, it will open a new tab that will take you to this website called Trinket that lets you run Python code on your Chromebook. So you have instructions over here, and then your actual code that you're going to write over here. So you'll have to get comfortable with switching back and forth between your tabs, which isn't a big deal. So you'll see 3 lines of code are automatically added. And you may recognize some of this code from our GPIO 0 work when we were working with LEDs and all that stuff, buttons, all that stuff. So this is a different library. This is a Sense Hat library that we're importing. And we're going to make this thing called a Sense Hat, and we're going to call it Sense. And this creates a connection to our Sense Hat so that we can give it instructions. So now anytime we want to give it instructions, we say sense dot, and then we give it a command. It has to be a command that the Sense Hat understands, and you'll learn some of those commands as you go through this exercise. So the first line of code here just sets the rotation so that, because you know the Raspberry Pi could be oriented anyway, and this particular Raspberry Pi is flipped around a little bit. So it sets the rotation to be 270, so it displays it like face up here. All right, so let's start off with just showing a message. So to have a message display across the screen, we just say sense.show_message. And then in parentheses, we put the message that we want it to show. And the message has to be in quotation marks like this. That way it knows that it's text. So flip over to your simulator, and let's add that line of code in here. Let's just add it on line 5 because that's our last blank line. And press run to see what happens. You should see a message that runs across your screen. Once you've finished with that, complete the rest of this page. You're just going to add one other thing to this page in this last green box to change the scrolling speed of your message. So you can customize how fast or how slow it goes. Experiment with those numbers and see if you can figure out how it works, how you can make it go faster, how you can make it go slower, and what the default is 0.1. All right, so complete that, and then we'll come back and do the next video.